I cannot read. I worked for a small company that made aerospace castings many years ago. This company had many little departments for various operations. In particular, there was a sandblast department with 3 sandblast machines. In that department, there were 3 employees, one for each sandblast machine. One of those 3 sandblast employees was Bobby Schmidt. He was about 62 years old, very kind, and always polite. Bobby was a very hard worker. He always arrived 30 minutes early for work in his old Ford pickup truck and never missed a day. Every time there was a written memo to all employees from the company, he would take the memo home for his wife to read the memo to him. Sometimes he would ask someone what they thought about the memo to get an idea of what was in it, not being able to read it himself. He did not want anyone to know he could not read. He felt embarrassed about it so much. He hid his disability so well that no one knew about his problem. If they did, they also hid the little secret. After 5 years of working with him in the company, I discovered that he could not read. Furthermore, worse yet, he could not write either. I could not imagine being unable to read or write your whole life. Was he an orphan? Did he live in the mountains as a child? Was his family poor? Did he have a bad childhood? Did he have bad parents, or was it a learning disability? I wanted to help him learn to read and write. I was nervous to ask him if I could teach him to read and write. I did not know how to ask him without making him feel bad. I would try to tell him how I had a math problem, and a friend offered to help me overcome it by showing me how to learn math formulas by following math rules and practicing over and over, and how I became much better at it. One day at quitting time, I asked Bobby if I could speak with him. He said sure, and we went inside my office. I said, "Bobby, I want to share with you that I had a math problem. I could not do math formulas and was embarrassed to ask anyone for help. Until a friend offered to help me. I am your friend and co-worker, and I realize that you can't read and write, and I am offering my help to you. I want to teach you at least the basics of both reading and writing. What do you think about that?" There was silence and then an embarrassing yes, okay. I said, "That is fantastic. We can come to my office after work every day for an hour." We started with the alphabet and letter sounds. Bobby was then reading small words and how to spell them. As the weeks went by, he could read and write simple sentences. Bobby was making progress, and that made me feel so good. I could see a change in his confidence. By the time he could read and write more powerful words and was starting to read the memos himself, the company was unexpectedly put up for sale. The company's closure happened so fast that we never exchanged contact information. As we all went our separate ways and sadly lost track of each other, I always wondered what had happened to Bobby. Hopefully, he entered the world of being able to read and write after years of being unable to. Helping others is rewarding, knowing that your efforts have changed someone's life for the better. Written by Alvin Rivera.